Rudiments are combinations of single and double strokes. I use a matched grip. I hold the stick between the first finger and the thumb of my pointer finger, down on the second joint of my first finger, and the other three fingers come in behind my first finger to the contour of my wrist and my forearm. Now this is a wrist and finger motion. Both hands are the same, that's why it's called a matched grip. Start with both hands in the center of the drum, like the letter V. What we're trying to do is create inertia or energy rolling back into the head, okay? Do this with a relaxed fashion. Remember, we're not using our forearm or our elbow, just our wrist and fingers. Notice I'm doing a full stroke, which means I'm coming starting high and ending high. Start from the same position and create the energy like bouncing a ball off the floor. Now, and most of you that have ever played basketball understand how if you start real high, it takes more energy to push the ball to the floor. The closer you are to the floor, it takes less energy to get the rebound. Drums are the same way. So what we have to do is learn how to manipulate that bounce. Now, let's use the example I just showed you and watch the single stroke, full stroke. A little more energy, less energy. Fingers, wrist. Notice that I'm revolving the energy back into the head, only using my wrist and fingers. My first finger and the thumb is the hinge in which we operate the drumstick, okay? Now, let's talk about double strokes. A double stroke is a full stroke and a downstroke. A downstroke starts high, ends low. Most of you that have seen drummers in MTV or any other music video never see a drummer start their stroke and end high like this while they're hitting the snare drum. It's because they're playing downstrokes. Starts high, ends low. Okay? Now both of these techniques comes from a relaxed posture. It's very important. The more tense you are, the less bounce you're going to have. Allow the stick to work naturally off the head. That's what the drum is designed to do. Now, a double stroke is a drop and a kick motion. What I call drop kick. Some teachers call it push-pull. I call it drop, kick with the fingers. Drop, kick. Drop, kick, wrist, fingers. I'm stopping the rebound after the first throw. It's all about velocity or power into the head, okay? Two sounds, one power stroke. Wrist, finger, wrist, finger, wrist, finger, wrist, finger. Now, let me go back a little bit and let's talk about how we create a roll using single strokes, and then we'll talk about a roll using double strokes. Single strokes, you have to work every single rebound, which means that you're pushing and every single stroke back into the head, okay? So watch carefully. Start with my fingers and start with my wrist and convert to my fingers. Now these are full strokes, meaning I'm using every single bit of the energy on each stroke to push the rebound back into the head.